My wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, I welcome you to Skolante TV, where we bring to you news that concerns the restoration of Biafra and freedom all over the world. In this video, you will be hearing one of the Biafrans in Finland that were apprehended by Finnish police to do one or two investigations based on allegations that the zoo government laid against them and our PM. He came and delivered an important message to us, the Biafran people, and in that message you will now know who PM asked to be his surrogates. But before we dive into it, let me quickly welcome back to my channel those of you that have been following my videos, and if you are new, I welcome you and urge you to do well to click that like button, subscribe to my channel, press that bell icon so anytime I upload another video you will be notified. Other than that, let's go straight into it. So we are starting with the Okinkere's arrangement message that he said PM's attorney in Finland called him to address Biafran people, and after that was the other message that now came. So let us listen to this and hear how it all went down.
Deliver the message that the Prime Minister asked you to deliver to the acting Prime Minister. Can you speak a little bit louder so that the Biafran people can hear you? Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Please kindly give me 1 second. I think I'm going to try to see if it can be audible a little bit. Give me 1 second.
It's okay. We can hear.
Okay. All right. Is she coming out clearly?
Yes, she's coming.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Good evening again, sisters and brothers. My name is Marianne, and I speak in the position of Mr. PM civil lawyer here in Finland, and also his Finnish political advisor, which job I have been doing years already. And today I have special news for you, since I am delivering direct message from his own words, using his very own words, which I got to know today when I visited the PM directly, privately, 3.5 hours in the place he is held in custody. So his clear message is...
My people, first of all, you remember that we've had information coming from Finland, and from this information it came from our DPM. Okay, they said that our PM now has more access to his family members and friends. Okay, so they lifted some of the strict kind of conditions that they gave him. So it's no longer like that he is in the custody where he cannot communicate. So for this woman to say what she said now, as if it was the first time that they told us that he couldn't communicate to anybody. So for you to know that and you remember that even this Okinkere and the gang group, they admitted that they claimed that they got the message as well, that BM now has access to people. All right, so let's continue.
That everybody, every single soul should fall back to the original structure of Biafra Republic government in exile. The PM is very aware that there is some organization, but that entity or whatsoever entity should not be the place for Biafrans now only and solely the original Biafra Republic government in exile, what Simon Self has made up, and what Mr. Oketsugu-Kere is acting now as an acting prime minister. That is why, because the PM wants to show the world that Biafra people can govern themselves instead of getting into a fight between one another or between entity or another. Vice versa, that the Biafra people are capable of uniting themselves even stronger despite little differences there might exist. So specifically, the PM said that let everyone, sister and brother, on Madame Rosie Olajuez's list from the 6th of December 2024, which means her cabinet, should fall back to the original structure. And this may sound a little straight, but the PM is very straight man, and this is his organization and his will and his agenda, which he fights for, and he has so many things he wants to tell you and explain you. But now the solemn thing is that he wishes is that you people listen and take this seriously, so we are capable of fighting the Biafra good cause together and unite. This is the message I want to tell.
Okay, so my people, I didn't wanna, explain everything one by one. That's why I allowed it to play, because it's not really so important. So I just wanna touch, on few things that she mentioned. First of all, she went ahead to say that PM says that we should fall back to the original structure. That's what she said, right? Now, what you will ask, and he said that the organization that our DPM formed, that is not his organization. So a couple of things here. One is that how can we fall back to the original structure as PM said, if PM should say something like that, knowing fully well that the redeclaration was to have a nation that is United States of Biafra and is not an organization. So why will he say that it is organization that PM started? Brig is not even an organization. Okay, so it's a government and PM is not the owner. Right? So the same thing, USB is not an organization. All right, so is that this one is established. Talking about falling back, where are we falling back? Because nobody is at the back anymore. The criminal gang of Ngere are claiming that they are the original one, right? While they actually moved further than even before, because people that are with us as United States of Biafra are more than people that followed Oginkere. So why will it now be that we that are the majority will fall back instead of Oginkere and few people that left to fall back? So that message does not go together, right? Another thing is that Oginkere has actually moved on, because our DPM is still standing on the existing leadership of our PM, because anything she says on behalf of our prime minister. So she is using the veto power from our prime minister. But in the case of Oginkere and his gang group, what they claim that they did is that they claim that they had election, and if someone has election and became elected, he is no longer standing in anybody's authority. he will now be operating based on the power given by the people. Okay, so the people that voted him are the people that gave him power. So he is not acting on behalf of prime minister. So that's why people that use the word acting, they are wrong. An acting prime minister can never be elected. He can only be appointed. Okay, I've been saying this. So the fact that they say that they elected him shows that they elected their new prime minister. That's why they don't mention our PM until they want to do fundraising. They will start using PM so that they will capture some gullible people that are following them. Do you understand? So for you to see that PM can never tell us to go back, because there is no place to go back. People spent a lot of money to come to that declaration of our independence. Okay, so that redeclaration cannot happen two times. It has happened and it has happened. So that's why we know that the people that arranged that thing, they did not even think very well. The voice of the woman that spoke does not sound like a Finnish high professional lawyer. Finnish people speak English that is clear, right? Yes, they speak clear English and not like that. So that is a red flag. Now, she also called Ogechukwu Nkere, the full meaning of Oge, even better than we the Igbos. Okay, she called Ngozi Ohabueze. She even called it like the main Igbo, our general Igbo. So she called the name of our DPM very correct. The white people struggle to call our names, so that can never be that Finnish high professional lawyer. But having said all these things, it doesn't even matter whether she is the one or she's not the one. We, the people of Biafra, are the people that choose the person that we follow, and not the other way around. Even Mazen Nnamdi Kanu never forced anybody to follow him. Okay, and PM Simon Ekpa did not force us to follow him. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says that the Biafran people follow someone when they know that the person is genuine and truthful. So that is how we follow somebody. Even if PM come and tell us to follow Genkere, we will tell him no, we will not. And that is how it is. We said it even the time of PM. If Onyendu should come out and say we should follow, that we should, tell us even on camera from the dungeon or wherever that we should follow the DOS, we will say no, we will not. Even if he comes out and say that we should follow them, we say no, we will not. If he's no longer doing Biafra, then we continue with other people. So it's not about one person giving order. No, it's about the people empowering the person. That is what movement is. When you see people are saying that Biafra is not, that Biafra is spiritual, is a movement, nobody can stop it. That is what it is. Movement is not centered around one person. That's why when they said that Peter Obi, during the time of election 2023, they were saying that, hey, that obedient movement is a movement. They call it obedient movement. But I said to them, that can never be a movement, because everything is centered around Obi. They did not even know another person in that Labour Party outside Obi. So how can you be saying Obi, and you are saying that it is a movement? So a movement means that anybody can lead that movement regardless. So, and that is how it can never be stopped. But if it can be stopped, it means immediately the leader is targeted and taken out, the movement will stop. So once the leader is targeted and stopped or taken out, everything stops. It means that it's not a movement in the first place. So that is it. So my people, this is just small that I can just touch. There are so many things that I can start pointing out from this brief message from this woman. I call it concocted, right? They just arranged this call. So anyways, but after that, during that weekend, something happened. We had amazing message that came from one of the guys that Finnish government kind of apprehended, or should I say that they called them for questioning. They were 4 and were released on the 24th of December, I think between 23rd or 24th. So they were released. So, and all those times we never heard from them, but one of them came, and now we have to listen and hear what he said. He actually entered in our one of the spaces that we held, and he spoke to Biafrans. So let us just listen and hear what he said to us.
Good afternoon from my location from here. I greet all Biafrans, and I greet the government, I greet every co-host here. I am still remain the evidence servant as before. Well, this is my first time to address on space after the whole incident. Many of you might have recalled during the interrogation and the arrest. I'm part of them. So I'm so shocked by what is happening at the moment now. I mean, we should have remained so consistent and be truthful to what we are doing from day one. But nevertheless, whoever has named himself or herself as a chef, let's know to that person. But the only thing I want to say here is that I congratulate and I thank you all for everything that you have done for this declaration during this time, because our absence, I know there's a reason for all this. And the timing, there's a reason also for all this. I wouldn't like to expose a lot of things that have gone beyond the screen when we are absent on the screen. But nevertheless, I believe the spirit has already manifested, and that is why we still remain strong till today. Not minding how it is or how it's gonna be, but what I'm assuring everyone is that we are there and we have achieved it. The just only thing remaining now is that everyone should put everything in prayer and also pray for our PN very soon. He will join us very soon. That is the guarantee I'm giving everyone, because we have already laid out everything about the zoo, and the authority of Finland have already taken note about it. And I don't see anything that is going to jeopardize the authorization of our country. So, I know many of you have been expecting us to say a lot of things or come and address the Biafrans, but I've spoken with our deputy, Madam Ngozi. She's the only one I have already spoken since I came out, and she has got the message clearly. And thankfully, that also there was a message also that has been passed to them by PM lawyer. So I'm just trying to now tell those who are still astray or be confused, not knowing where the direction of the wind is blowing them. Please, it's not too late. Don't let your labor go in waste. you better make a U-turn in time, because the foundation that is standing right now is the true foundation, and it is very clear. It is 100% clear. So please, don't mind, maybe you have done it by mistakenly, or the road is not too late. Go back and unite with your family immediately. Our heart is open for forgiveness. You might have not maybe got the information or disinformation, but I'm telling you right now, you're hearing my voice. Even on the ones on the hometown, everyone should remain where they are immediately and take the direction from our VPN, who is Madam Ngozi. So please, whatever information, whatever direction, whatever command she's giving, follow it up. That is the true foundation. And that is all I have to say now. Because I'm on transit. You can hear maybe my background is noisy with the aeroplane. So please, I don't have much to say, but I want all you all to put everything in prayer, because I can see the write-up here in few days. That is it. May God bless you all, and may God bless Biafra, and may God bless each of every one of us who have been sacrificing both in homeland and everywhere. Remain focused. That's all from me now. Thank you.
So my people, I believe we heard it. I just allowed it to play through so that we will get the information very well, and I will just touch few things that he said. Okay, I will just touch on them. And my people, for you to see how God does his things, right? These people came with their fake RNG information the previous day, okay, or should I say the 2 days before the day this guy came on space. That was on Friday. And you know, they normally do this thing once it is Friday. They will find something to cook and come and do, so that Biafrans will come and donate for them, because that guy is all about money. Okay, and Biafrans are beginning to understand that. So once he starts bringing all these shenanigan activities, okay, Biafrans will begin to tell him that we know that you want us to come and donate to you criminals tomorrow, that we are not coming. We know your strategy. So Biafrans are aware of that. Now, after that Friday, on Saturday, our DPM came and addressed us. She didn't even stress herself much. She was just telling us that anything that these people are saying, they are just lying. That we should just focus, that there is no any government except the United States of Biafra, in which the Prime Minister is the leader, and she is now the person in charge on behalf of our PM. Okay, so now our PM is our PM. Onyendu is still our leader. I hope everybody knows that. Yeah, he is the leader of this movement in this time and age. But our Prime Minister is the Prime Minister. So our Deputy Prime Minister is just acting on behalf of our Prime Minister, right? So that's very clear. Now, after that Saturday, we had a fundraising that was massive. Okay, it rained. The Biafran people came in numbers, and you know that fundraising is going to always be for the states, the 40 states in homeland, okay, so that they will be able to be at least giving monthly stipends to our soldiers. They will be getting their funds directly to them, not this one that they will be giving somebody to share to them. Every state will be taking care of their their own camp, because every state will have their camp where the military will be in charge, so that it will not be like if something is happening in Anambra, they will be waiting for command to come from Imo State. No. So every state will have their camp and their own command, which all the commanders will be loyal to the Secretary of Defense of the United States of Biafra. This is freedom fighting, and things have to be done in a way that sabotage wouldn't be easy, okay? Because what we experience in freedom fighting like this is so many people are being bought over. So that's why this idea of decentralization came, and it became a fantastic kind of idea, right? Remember that PM always says that Biafra restoration movement is a unique, peculiar kind of movement, because the people that we are fighting are peculiar. They are terrorists, and they are the worst that you can ever see in the world. So they don't even care about any human being. So, and because of that, we will always look for a way that suits the way that we can engage them. So that is it. So now this guy now came, and now on Sunday in that space, and was like saying that this is the first time that he's gonna talk to Biafrans. But seeing what they have seen that happened on the social media, and still happening, that he want to tell Biafrans that if you know where you are, that you should stay. If you are on the right place, know that you are doing very well. If you are not, that you should come back. And he said that they know what is going on, okay? And there are so many things that he will not reveal, but our DPM is the right person. So this is just coming after Ogenkere staged his arranged his fake call from a fake lawyer. As God may have it, he came and addressed Biafrans and assured us on that space that we are on the right track. Okay, remember that he is one of the 4 people that were called for interrogation alongside with our PM. So, and they say that they were aware of PM's decision, okay, even when he gave message to through his lawyer, that they were aware of that. So and that is amazing. So he gave us that message that everybody should look forward to coming days, and he used the word in Igbo that Mpampa Kapa. So my people, and we are looking forward to few days from now that our PM will be joining us. Okay, so all these people that have been trying to sabotage him, because everything they are doing against our DPM is actually against our PM. Okay, because the people that they say that they elected Ogenkere were actually dissolved because of they tried to plant a coup. They wanted to take over from our PM. Just 2 days that information came that our PM was called for interrogation, they quickly wrote a memo that they want to make somebody else the acting prime minister, which is not done anywhere. Just 2 days. So, and the cabinet members called a meeting, and the person that wrote the memo refused to honor that meeting. So in that meeting, they now decided that everything will be suspended and all that, they dissolved that small group that they call the CRC, you know. So that is what happened. And from that day, that CRC ceased to exist. So for them to go and form themselves and say that they are now conducting election, so anything they did afterwards was illegal. Nobody should take that one serious. Okay, so that is what happened. And my people, I think that the message that we got from this our gallant Biafran, one of the 4 Biafrans called for interrogation from Finland, is a very, very good news. Okay, it strengthened me that day that I heard it, making us to know that our PM is actually coming out very soon and that we are on the right track. I never doubted whether I am on the right track. From the beginning, I knew that this Ogenkere is a criminal. And even when the fake name was busted, he did not say anything. What we saw was that they quickly included the real name during the time they were, claiming that they appointed or they elected him as their prime minister, So for you to see that these guys, they have been planning. So since that time, their fight has been our DPM. Anything that we do, I may do something, they will now start calling the name of DPM. Anybody can do anything, but the person that they will be calling the name will be our DPM. So for you to see how crazy they are, our DPM stopped their plan, okay, because their plan was to stop our redeclarations. Our DPM with the cabinet outsmarted them, and they are still not happy with that till today. That's why they are saying that we should go back. So they want to cancel the redeclaration. I don't know what they are thinking about, which is impossible. Okay, my people, so that is what I decided to bring to your notice. If you have not, I know some of you have actually heard the message from that our Biafran from Finland, but if you haven't heard it before, now you have heard the news. And if you are not on the right track, if you are still with this Ogenkere, he is a deceiver. He has a lot of allegations, and all those allegations are verified allegations, and he hasn't debunked any of them, telling you that he knows that he can't even debunk it. What can he debunk? Is it that they didn't call him to give account of the money Biafrans have been donating, which is a legitimate call? And he started from PM. He refused to honor that invitation. Our DPM called more than 4 times. He refused. So, and when our DPM took action, all of them went gaga. They began to go mad. They started calling her names and all that. So anyway, we know what played out. But you see, funny of all these things happening is that this our DPM that doesn't even send any of these people. It looks like she doesn't even know that these people are existing, right? So she actually knows how to deal with mad people. Very interesting. This is where I will draw the curtain. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do well and like this video, subscribe, click that bell icon so that anytime I upload another video, you will be notified. Other than that, peace out.